It says the end of the world. I don't know whether that is a town, a prophecy, or a premonition. A medical emergency. We're heading back into Mexico.
Well, there goes our rug.
I mean, I had to do one of these numbers on the front panel. I could not get it down. The wind was blowing so hard.
I'm very apprehensive right now. There's some rumors going on that they're going to start limiting the size of the rigs.
Yeah.
I'm a little nervous.
Yeah, so...
Are we going to get in?
Hi everyone, welcome to the channel.
Hello.
Well, as you can see, we're not in Mexico.
No.
We finally left our spot in Yuma.
Yeah.
And it took us a little bit to get the tires out of the divots that we had created in the desert over 2 weeks.
Yeah, we left quite an impression.
All right.
Okay.
She's coming over, folks. She's coming over. Yeah, so it was a great time, but definitely time for us to
It was a lot longer than what we were expecting. We were originally just going to be a week there.
That's right.
And then the Pineapple Express came, and so we decided to stay put here.
That's right. That delayed us several days.
Yeah.
And then we were going to leave
on Thursday.
And we had another issue with a tooth.
Yeah, I kind of broke it.
Well, the Pineapple Express, or the Atmospheric River, whatever you want to call it, came and went last night. It actually went to the north and the south of us. We got a little bit of rain. It missed us, which was really nice. We got about a half hour of wind and some rain, but it's gonna be a nice day. But I got to put the panels back up. All right, 6:30 in the morning. I had lowered the panels because one of them did slam down last night, so I lowered the other two. So now I'm going to raise them back up because we're still boondocking, so we're still needing power and solar, and looks like it's going to be a nice day.
Well, there goes our rug. David's checking out the solar panels to see if how much they're flopping. We just we're averaging about 35-mile-an-hour gusts, and we just had a 40-mile-an-hour gust. So we're trying to decide. It's coming right towards the nose, so we're trying to decide if we should pull the panels down. As you can see, it is a little windy out today. It's probably not the smartest thing to do to be up on the roof. Oh, he's fighting it. Oh, David.
It was blowing up there. I mean, I had to do one of these numbers on the front panel. I could not get it down. The wind was blowing so hard. Man, I mean, I was like pushing down, and I finally got it down. What were the 40-mile-an-hour gusts, and I'm up on top of the roof? Gee,
Good job.
I'm insane. So I mentioned earlier this morning that we had an unexpected errand to run today.
Yeah. We survived the Pineapple Express, but not the cheddar cheese.
And tomato soup. So when you were eating last night,
I bit down on my cheese sandwich and I felt something weird, like
some pressure or something that gave loose or something. So
texted him and said, "Hey, I'm going to call you in the morning, but I think I know I lost a filling, not what they put in. I mean, they just cleaned our teeth." And so he came back and said, "Yeah, we'll get you in at 9." And I said, "Great, we'll be there." And then I got a text this morning just confirming, and man, these guys are great. And all through text messaging, didn't have to call or anything. And
yeah, so it worked out great. So that's where we're heading today, going back into Los Algodones, a little unexpected visit.
Yeah, bright and early.
And you've got your passport.
I've got my passport, you've got yours, I've got money. And
all right, so we'll get it done today.
Well, there's more shrimp tacos in our future.
Quite a few more.
Yeah.
As is usual, Sandra's causing trouble.
I am not. This is why we always plan in pencil.
You know, if you're gonna break your tooth, do it on something hard, you know? Make it worth your while, not
cheese,
grilled cheese. So we have about 4 hours. We're gonna go back home, we'll come back, and then she'll have the procedure done.
We're gonna do the extraction.
Yep, and we're not sure if it's gonna be an implant or if it's gonna be something else, but hopefully an implant. So anyhow, we're gonna head back home for a few hours. Back in Mexico, I dropped Sandra off for lunch because it's gonna take her longer to eat because of her tooth. So I parked and I'm going to meet her at our lunch spot, Lupita's, and then she'll go and do her appointment and I will do some chores like editing a video. Not this one, but last week's. It's magic. So is this a last meal?
Well, if it is, I'm glad it's this. They said eat up, so I made a pig of myself, and I'm eating 3 shrimp tacos today.
Yeah, she was talking about 4 earlier.
I might go get another one if we have time.
Looks like we'll have some time. You're actually doing a lot faster than I thought you would.
I am too. I get pretty good at eating on one side. Oh, these were so good.
Yeah. So in about 30 minutes, folks, she's going in.
Am I smiling?
Sort of. It's kind of a eerie sort of a smile.
Oh, man. Well, okay, so here's the deal. My tooth cracked, obviously, as you guys know that. And so I had to get it extracted. And then they're going to put the bone graft in there and then do the implant and then do the crown and all this other stuff. So the plan was to come in today and they were going to extract the tooth, do the membrane, do the plasma pack, and then the bone graft, and then put the implant in there. And then by doing that, that saves 4 months, or that second phase of healing time. So we went in there and we did the 3D CT scan, and when they pulled it up, apparently, and unbeknownst to me, I have very, very clogged sinuses, and I had 2 dentists look at me, and they were quite concerned about how full my sinuses were.
Yep.
So as a result of that, they couldn't do the sinus lift in order to put the implant in. So I at least got the broken tooth extracted and the graft and all that other stuff put in there, and it's all sewed up now. So now, before they touch me, I have to go to an ear, nose, and throat doctor and get my sinuses cleared up in order for them to put the implant in order for me to get this stupid tooth put in.
That's right. Sandra's sinuses were so nasty, they didn't even want to touch them.
Yeah.
You know, they're just like, get out of here.
Yeah, so the good news is all this happened so thanks to the atmospheric river,
Yeah.
we decided to stay here, and thank goodness my tooth broke, so I got the CT scan, so I now know I have this serious sinus issue that has to get resolved.
That's right, and we were still in the area.
Yeah, and then you were able to make some changes to our reservations in Palm Springs.
That's right, I was successfully able to push those out a little bit, so we still have our 2 weeks there.
Yeah,
which would be nice, and if Sandra doesn't drool all over the smart car or at home,
yeah,
we'll be good.
So there you have it.
Yep.
And we're gonna give myself a couple of days I'm a little droopy, groggy, and I hadn't started the pain meds yet.
Yeah, really. Oh, this will be a fun night tonight, folks.
So give myself a couple of days, and then we'll just head out on
Yep, sounds good. And we'll be back in the area in about 8 months or so to finish up.
Yeah.
After she gets her nasty sinuses all taken care of.
Yeah.
Beautiful day to travel today.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
Gorgeous. And we've done this route, I don't know how many times.
I don't know, 10 times?
Man.
The last 8.5 years
Yeah,
or so.
we've done it quite a bit, leaving Yuma. And so now, in recognition of being in California, I'm going to kind of tell you how we're going up to Palm Springs. So we're getting on the 8.
Oh.
And from that, we're going to get on the 111. We're going to take a left onto the 86, back onto the 10, and that'll get us to Palm Desert,
yes,
Palm Springs area where our RV
yeah, so
park
David's
is.
talking California talk with and then instead of saying on interstate or highway, it's the 8, the 10. So we finally learned that.
That's, yes, very West Coast.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, this route we've taken so much, and it's really interesting because we go through the sand dune area, the
it's
Imperial.
so cool.
Yeah, the Imperial sand dunes.
Yeah, I think the first time we went there, I was just like, wow, this is so cool.
Yeah.
It just makes me want to pee. I don't know what it is, but there's this rest area that's in the middle of the interstate, and then both sides share it.
Yes.
And this is the first time that didn't have to really use it because we were only like 10 minutes away. But,
yeah, exactly.
But it's cool. I just see all these sand dunes, and I can't believe that people boondock out here, but they love their little sand buggies.
No kidding. And they go up and down these sand dunes with their
crazy
motorcycles, side-by-sides, ATVs.
I can't imagine how dusty and sandy it gets with the wind blowing.
Yeah.
I mean, these people are hardcore. Wow.
Definitely. But it's really a pretty area.
It's
you get
gorgeous.
up on top, and it's really has a unique kind of beauty to it.
It is.
Heading on to Palm Springs, one of our favorite places to go, and one of our least favorite places to go.
To get into.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm very apprehensive right now. It just
yeah, we're always on guard and apprehensive and full of anxiety.
Yeah, anxiety. Just
before we get there.
Yeah, because it's 1,000 trails, and it's like all 1,000 trails, it's first come first serve, and
now we have a spot reserved for us.
Yeah, but we don't know which spot, and
yes.
We know that we can't be over in the 50 amp area on the right, so we always go left.
Yes.
But there's some rumors going on that they're going to start limiting the size of the rigs.
Yeah, we've seen some people get into some landscape that have like 30-foot
or 20-foot
25-foot travel trailers.
Yeah, we saw this one guy just literally back right over this whole row of oleanders.
Yeah, so there was that rumor because of some of those instances that they were going to limit the size.
Yeah, so hopefully they are not going to institute that.
Yeah.
But still, you just I don't know. I'm a little nervous.
Yeah, so
are we going to get in?
Once
are they going to
again,
let us in?
Yeah, it's like our 4th or 5th time.
Yeah, so it's
for
not
Palm
like
Springs.
we don't know how to get in there.
And
we've been able to get in every time with no problem.
Yeah, exactly.
Not touching anything. So.
I hope there's no issues today.
Yeah.
I hope it goes smooth.
Mm-hmm.
I hope that we don't have a ranger who's trying to make a point.
Yeah.
We're forging ahead.
Mm-hmm.
It's a beautiful
Hopefully
day.
There's a backup plan because, by the way, we have been boondocking for 31 days straight. Now, when we were courtside, we had access to dump and fill. But come to find out, these last 2 weeks, we could have been in full hookup for free.
That's true.
Yeah. So, 31 days of boondocking, and that's the other reason I'm a little apprehensive, because if they institute this rumor about size in the campground, then guess what? We're going to be boondocking for another week or two. So
or three.
So hopefully they'll at least let us dump and fill.
Yeah, I hope so, because I really don't have a backup plan. But we can find a place somewhere.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
Probably.
Hopefully.
All right. We're heading on to Palm Springs.
Wish us luck.
Yeah. We'll let you guys see what happens.
No, we're not going to Mexico. We're going to California.
Yes.
So we first went through the inspection station right when we entered California. And now we're going through Border Patrol. So I guess they don't differentiate truck versus RV versus car here.
No, it's a one size fits all.
Oh, they've got the drug dogs and everything.
Oh yeah. Nice. Out halfway to Palm Springs and our destination.
Passing by the Salton Sea. Yes,
and California for RVs on the whole gets a bad rap, especially the larger the RV.
Yeah.
The worse the rap is. A lot of people don't want to travel into California because they're afraid of regulations and such. And I got to tell you, we've been in California, I want to say almost every year of our 8+ years of full timing.
And sometimes just dipping our toe in there, and other times it's spending a whole season.
Yeah, and I got to tell you, I'm going to go against the grain here. Probably I'm going to get some comments, but I rather like traveling in California.
California is a neat place to travel, even for a rig our size.
Yeah, I mean, so the mountains are really pretty, and you get, usually wherever you are in California, you get scenery of mountains. Mm-hmm. The weather is generally, unless you're in the upper elevations, the weather is generally really nice, and the roads are nice, and for a rig of our size, the roads are really nicely marked.
Yeah, I think the markings are the best.
Yeah, Caltran will tell you which roads are good for, a big rig for, up to 65 feet. They tell you which ones are recommended, and then they tell you which ones, if you're 65 feet.
And also your KPRA.
Yeah, that's Sandra's favorite one, the KPRA.
Yeah.
Kingpin to rear axle, and that tells you if it's got some curves on it.
Yes. How curvy is that road?
Exactly. And they give you all the information you need to make your own informed decision. Mm-hmm. What you do with that information is up to you.
Yeah, don't do what we do sometimes.
But yeah, I like it. They tell you on the truck routes, they have the signs for you, and even the speed limit. All right, so 55 it does feel like we're crawling along.
It does. I feel like we're just putzing along.
But the good news with that is we're slower, so you get a chance to take pictures.
Yeah.
And it gives a chance for us to have much better fuel economy.
Much better, significantly better.
Which we definitely need in California.
Yeah.
We saw, what, $5?
$5.50. Yeah, that was
for
cash
diesel.
price.
Yeah. So it's good to up your fuel economy.
Yeah, but we're full, so we made sure we filled up before we got here.
So, and then all the greenery between the wineries and the farms and such.
Farms, I love the farms. I mean,
it's just nice.
We just passed some potatoes. We passed some
carrots,
cauliflower, carrots.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm getting so hungry.
And the date farms out here.
Date farms, yeah. As a matter of fact, there's one coming up here.
Really cool. So, yeah, it gets a bad rap, but I don't know. We like traveling in California.
Yeah, it's nice. All right, 1 mile to go. I am just...
So, how are you feeling?
Man, I've just got a knot in my stomach.
Is your heart beating fast?
It's beating fast. I feel like I'm going to barf.
So it's not a good beating fast.
No, this isn't like, oh, I'm so excited. It's like, are we going to make it? Are they going to kick us out?
Are they going to refuse us entrance?
Are they going to refuse us? Yes. They're going to refuse us service. I don't know.
Don't know. Even though we've always gotten in.
We have with no problem.
But we did have that one instance where she came out.
Yeah.
Yeah, and said...
It was last time, wasn't it?
Yeah, she said, no.
You can't come in.
Can't come in.
It's like, okay.
And we said, what? Well, we've been here like 4 times already before. She goes, oh, okay. She goes, you've been here before. We said, yeah. Oh, we're less than half a mile.
Oh, I know. Let the mayhem begin.
Yes.
Uh-oh, here he comes.
All right, good news or bad news?
What's y'all's last name?
Kahanamoku. K-A-H-A.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
What's a good phone number?
All right, 96. So we are...
I'll tell you how to get there. It's real easy. I'll show you on the diagram.
Cool.
Get in. All right, guys.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you. So are they assigning sites now?
Well, not really assigning sites.
Recommending?
They've got, this is a ranger site actually, that's kind of open.
Oh, thank you. Well, they let us in, and not only did they let us in, he actually suggested some really nice sites for us.
Yes. One site in particular.
Yeah.
So that was super nice.
Very nice. So we had to get through all the red tape with the registrations and insurance and everything.
Thanks.
Didn't we stay in this?
Yeah, this was our first area that we stayed in.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So just around that Wi-Fi pole.
We got parked at Thousand Trails. It actually ended up being really easy. Rangers were great. It took us a little bit to get the documents, paperwork straightened out, but they were great. Actually put us into a site that they sort of hold for I'll say bulky members. So we just pulled right in. It was really easy. So we're getting hooked up. I've got power hooked up. It's 30 amp, but that's okay. We've got a hybrid system, so we can operate off of even 15 amp, so we're good. And then I've hooked the water up. That was pretty straightforward. But now it's time for the sewer. Now this is called the sewer whisperer, all right? You gotta take what the system gives you. Looks pretty straightforward, except my sewer won't fit in there all the way. It's a smaller little opening. And if I put it like this, then it kind of, you know, sits at an angle, and that's not very secure. And this is where the sewer whisperer comes in. You got to let the sewer setup, the whole setup for the site kind of speak to you, you know? And you got to kind of go with how it is laid out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch my hose over here. And look how nicely that sort of sits. And then I've got my stands right there, and I can I'll get it set up, and so it's be nice and smooth and relatively level. Yeah. So that'll be good. Yeah. So the sewer whisperer, you gotta let the site talk to you. The finished setup. The sewer whisperer has spoken, and it's kind of almost level. You know, sometimes you can't get it 100%. To anchor this in there to make sure it doesn't move, and then I've got some coated like clothes hanger cord, and I keep a length of that so that I can attach it to my top of the spigot there for the sewer, and then wrap it around this. Sometimes there's a lip, sometimes there's something else, and oh, there's something underneath there. So I wrap it, and that way it's pretty secure. So I'm good. Yeah.
We made really good time today, and I was really freaking out because I wasn't sure if we were going to get in or not, just because of the rumors. And so we are on 30 amp, but we have water and sewer. Yay! So now it is time to start laundry. And this is what 2 weeks of laundry looks like for us.
Well, we're all set up on our site, ready to enjoy the beautiful area of Palm Springs.
Easy, baby. Nothing worth having comes easy, baby. Yeah, we fight good, we make love better if we both know we'll be together forever. We can be like the trees in the wind, same old roots, but we can bend, learning to understand and sway together. We can be like the trees in the wind, same old roots, but we can bend, learning to understand and sway together.